guys, it is Dani'i and welcome to this update video on the tropics, guys. And so in this video, we're going to be talking about when we could potentially see our next system in the Atlantic Basin and also in the Eastern Pacific. Could there be a brewing hurricane? And so guys, before I go into details, okay guys, and so first things first, let's actually kickstart things with Tropical Depression Claudette. Let's just briefly talk about the updates. So at this time, Claudette is located over South Carolina, and we actually have a tropical storm watch being in place for the northern section of the coastline, which is highlighted in yellow. But for the entire coastline of North Carolina, we're seeing a tropical storm warning being in place because Claudette is expected to re-intensify back to a tropical storm soon. And so we're not expecting it to intensify much because of course it is going to be increasing in latitude, which means that there won't be warm enough ocean temperatures to support this thing here. So as we have cooler ocean temperatures and this system accelerating into it, it is going to be weakening, guys. So it is expected to become post-tropical by Tuesday afternoon, and it could dissipate by the midweek. And so guys, now let us go to our models and let's see what is anticipated. And so this is Saturday the 26th of June, and just in case you're not sure, this is a map showing the isobars, which are lines of equal pressure, and the closer you see them in a circular manner with the pressure below 1030 millibars, especially in the main development region, that is usually our tropical cyclones. And so take a look at that in the just to the southwest of Mexico over in the Eastern Pacific. We see a 980 millibar low pressure system, and that is probably a category 1 hurricane at that point, guys. And also in the North Atlantic, we see 1030 millibar low pressure system that could be a subtropical storm trying to develop, guys. But of course, that does not have to take place. And so let's go further out. So this is Tuesday, the 29th of June. So we're not seeing anything really being in the North Atlantic anymore. But take a look at the Northwestern Caribbean, a 1006 millibar low pressure system. And so this could potentially be a depression, maybe a weak tropical storm trying to develop in the vicinity of the Northwestern Caribbean. And so let's go further out, and this is quite interesting. Now we see that and there is a 994 millibar low pressure system making landfall in Florida, and this is by Thursday the 1st of July. And so this would be a very interesting scenario to see play out. And actually earlier today, GFS was consistent about it moving more to the west and being in the western section of the Gulf of Mexico, making landfall in Texas, and now we have it being a lot more east, guys. So from now to the 1st of July is a huge time gap, and so changes in what the models are expecting are inevitable, guys. And so we just have to wait and see what's going to happen. But of course, as time goes by, I'll keep you updated. And so let's look at the Euro model now. And so we're not seeing the Euro showing anything developing in the main development region or the Gulf of Mexico. However, we see that over in the Eastern Pacific there is a strong system that is most likely a hurricane grazed in the southwestern coastline of Mexico. And so if we do have development taking place in the EPAC, the next name to be used is Enrique. And so it is definitely possible that we could have it because we do have an area of interest being highlighted over in the EPAC where we could see our Enrique developing. And so here we have it. So it's given a 30% chance of development through the next 5 days. And notice that you're not seeing an X because X usually marks the spot where our low pressure systems are, but we're expecting it to form within the vicinity of that shaded yellow region, guys. So we really have to wait and see what the eventual outcome is going to be. Again, it is certainly possible that we could have some development taking place in the Caribbean because the usual tracks of our tropical cyclones is usually from the main development region in the Caribbean and even making their way up to the East Coast or in the Gulf of Mexico. So I certainly wouldn't be surprised if we do have development taking place. And so if we have a tropical storm developing soon, it will carry the name Dani'i, which is the next name to be used for this hurricane season. And so guys, that is it for this update. And if you found it to be quite informative, please give a thumbs up, and you can also share thoughts in the comments or ask a question. I'll try to respond as best and as soon as I can. And just remember to always weather wise, and I will keep you updated as time goes by.